Tonight, Michel, Kuka, and Boladingo stood motionless in the crowd while the Democratic Republic of the Congo played against Colombia in the World Cup, as he has for the past 13 years. And when I hear Western media report on this story, they are often very vague when they reference the assassination of the man he is honoring. Michel honors the legacy of Patrice Lumumba, who was the first prime minister of the first Congolese Republic and a man who dedicated his life to Congolese independence from Belgium. What the Western media often leaves out is one of the people trying to kill Patrice was Dwight Eisenhower, who ordered the CIA to take his life. UK was doing the same exact thing. Ultimately, it would be Belgium that was murdering him, but all of these forces were trying. People who act like this was forever ago, Patrice would be 101 years old today, and he was born 17 years after the end of the Congo Free State. Congo Free State was a monarchy that was privately owned by King Leopold II of Belgium. Leopold, under the guise of bringing civilization and Christianity, essentially used them as slave labor to extract rubber primarily as well as ivory from their land. The brutality of Leopold's rule between 1885 and 1908 is not discussed nearly enough in Western history. Conservative estimates are 10 million people died in a genocide that was built around exploitation and profit. Long video on this, go watch the video this comment is linked to. 1908, after international pressure, again 17 years before Patrice was born, Belgium was forced to make Congo an official colony. Congo Free State became Belgian Congo until 1960 when Patrice helped them fight for independence. Patrice would be elected in June 1960. In September of 1960, he'd be deposed. By January of 61, he would be dead. He would be replaced by a Western puppet and a violent dictator in Mobutu. Patrice was labeled a communist by the West, but in reality he just believed that the first Congolese Republic should take care of her own people and also be able to use her own resources. In response, Patrice would be abducted by Western-backed rebels and then turned over to Belgian mercenaries who tortured him, executed him by firing squad, then chopped up his body and put it into a vat of acid. The Belgian government itself spent 6.2 million euros on propaganda against this man. Hand in hand in this effort with the United States, who spent between $90 and $150 million in opposition. In 1975, the Church Committee revealed that the CIA conspired to kill Patrice. He was not a communist, but was labeled as such. The first thing he did when trying to bring peace and order to his new nation was turn to the United States for support, who did not do anything. Then he turned to the Soviet Union. He said in August of 1960, Eisenhower himself authorized a failed CIA operation to murder Lumumba. They sent Sidney Gottlieb, the mind behind MK-Ultra, the CIA's chief chemist, to Congo. He had a vial of poison, which he gave to an operative there, who gave to another operative. The mission failed. And of course, it would eventually come out that Mobutu, who committed atrocity after atrocity against his own people, was getting funding and weapons from the CIA.